Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. This is Leela right here in my little home office with my little home green screen, hanging out, getting ready to make some music and stuff with y'all. Hope you had a great weekend. I know some of you are watching on that replay. Some of you are in the lurking chair, but I'll say hi to the people who are here in the front row. Jimmy Jazz, always trying to be first. Yay, Jimmy Jazz. You'll be in and out all stream. I hear that. It's Monday. Semtex Cow, Boom Kitty. Hello, hello, hello. Thomas Christ, the Godderator. Cheers to you, my friend. Biggs, my new buddy from Mario Nieto World. Live streams. You guys have got to check these out. I mean, I've been having the best time, like, hanging out. I didn't get to go this morning because I had way too much to do. But I don't even know if it was on. But you have to check that out, making live music with Harmony Bloom every day. Robbie Stingle. Woohoo, Rubes. Good to see you, Psycho 7. Hello. Big hugs. My knees hurt. Hey, it's been a while. Hope everything is good. Alice Bacchus, hey! Good to see you, brother. My German brother, Heathen Granny's here. Adorable Heathen Granny. Lise, hello. Where did the sun go? Now, my name, Rise of Dark Leela, is about letting go of toxic positivity and being able to be myself. Woohoo! I know. Oh, no Mario the last 2 days. I knew that I felt like there was a disturbance in the force. Anyway, let's bring in the star of the show, my beautiful, beautiful iPad Isla. And I'll retreat to my corner and let's start making some music. Yes, I did see that pic of you on Discord and you have really beautiful eyes. Very soft, feminine eyes. Let's see. What was I doing? Oh, yeah, I was gonna send us all. Hey, Hugh Caldwell, meow, meow, meow. Oh, the actual sun. Oh, are you here in the Pacific Northwest? My knees hurt. I hear that. All right, let us head on over to my Isla cameo screen. Hey, Live to Fly channel. Good to see ya. Zach Thong, hello. Hope everyone in your family is keeping their chins up. What can we do? What can we do, guys? Life is pretty crazy. La Misla Bonita. Sha. Yes, I gave all my iPads names that start with I. Mostly the ones that meant fire. Seattle, hey. I guess I don't hear you. I don't. Let's just get out of audio share here. And I'm going to pull up my AUM and I'm going to show you kind of what I was doing here. I'm just going to do it without telling you for a minute, a silent demonstration. And then we'll get into the how we do this part. This is a protein drink. Ooh, issues with plumbers. Very lame. Right on. I'm going to just tap last state. We're going to start from scratch after this, but I just want you to hear kind of what this is all about. Well, this is the soundscape I've been listening to for the last however many days. We start here. Now I click. Oh, I wasn't going to tell you. Anyway, just watch. Watch carefully. Sure, go ahead and talk about it, Biggs. Talk him about Bitwig. Biggs is going to tell you about Bitwig, and he does have my permission mods, and if you want to follow up and, like, look for any links or whatever for him, I think it's him. Yeah, I think so. All right. Let's see what happens. I'm clicking. Turn it up. Make sure you can hear that. Listen carefully. Woohoo! All right. Hey, Mateus Burkowski, Audible Video. Hello, 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 hello. Yes, Biggs is allowed to advertise this in the chat. It's because we're friends from... Oh, Thomas, thank you. Here we go. Bitwig Studio. Boom. I am not using that, but for people who don't have iPads, who have a desktop, and it's a very... I've heard it's really amazing. This place is about making music. It's not about any one thing, right? All right, so this is a creepy soundscape, eh? Right on, let's put a stop to it. We're going to start over again from scratch. Say goodbye. Let's see, these just keep on going. I'm not going to give you a full tutorial on SpaceFields or Scalar EQ. I'm going to just show you how I use them and give you a few hints along the way. Because there's going to be a great show on Scalar EQ right after this at Jade Starr's channel. I learned something at her Patreon. You have enough EQs. Tell me, why do you need Scalar EQ? Nice. I love your questions. It's the best. Anyway, let's clear this out. So Scalar EQ, let's actually swing over to the App Store and take a quick look at both of these really cool apps. I'm going to search for... First, let's check Scalar EQ. It's the newest one. The world's first truly musical EQ. Let's see more. Following on from the award-winning Scalar Music Theory plugin, Scalar EQ offers a remarkable new way to EQ with musicality and color. By detecting the key and scale of your audio and enhancing only note frequencies in key with your song and reducing only note frequencies that aren't, Scalar EQ can provide a new spin on working with cuts and boosts, increasing the tonality behind your music and providing new harmonic avenues. And for when you just want a regular, fully featured modern EQ, Scalar EQ has you covered with its familiar workflow, large choice of band types, mid-side operation, dynamic bands, peak limiters, and stereo enhancement, all stuff that I don't know much about and you're going to learn somewhere else. You can easily apply classic mixing and mastering techniques used by professionals with an extra optional musical edge. It is designed for iPad. It works on iPhone 2 with identical functionality, but relies more on the two-finger tap to zoom function. Yeah. Mario Nieto World, hello, my friend. This is the developer of Harmony Bloom right here. So if you love Harmony Bloom, say thank you. Maybe even send money. I don't know. Not to me, to him. It's got a magic shelf. It's got so many things. This is why I love it. All right, now let's go back to this is probably one of my favorite apps of all time is SpaceFields. So we're also going to use Harmony Bloom today. I'm going to grab a Harmony Bloom and probably like something beautiful like Spelldosa. I love Harmony Bloom. I'm going to try to make something really hypnotic and fun. All right, let's read what's new. If you don't know what SpaceFields even is, I'll read that to you first. A loop-based mangler effect to create slowly changing rhythmic sound structures in deep reverb space from any external sources or samples. Great for experimenting and designing ambient and noise backgrounds with rhythmic elements, which is what I use it for all the time. Hey, Jade Starr's here. Good morning, lady. The principle of the application is quite simple. It's based on a loop recorder with two loops. When one loop is recorded, the second is played back. When the loop recording stops, there's a smooth transition between them, which I like to up the time. 3 separate outputs can play back the recorded loop with different pitches, each with its own effects, and 2 automation generators. The mix of these outputs is fed to the convolution reverb. The reverb is packed with a set of long and deep sound spaces that create a blurry and ambient sound. The main feature of this application is its well-designed parameters that make it easy to experiment with a huge number of sound options using any source material, from live instruments to synthesized sounds. There's just 2 parameters. You could add complex rhythmic structures based on Euclidean rhythms and easy-to-use automation generators with a randomize option to add variations to the sound, allowing you to modify parameters like an LFO are based on a given rhythm. The convolution reverb has advanced options with which you can change and extend the original reverb spaces. If that made sense to you, then yay! Then you should be doing this instead of me. But the reason that I do this, you guys, is because I am a noob. I just started making music a couple of years ago. And these tools really make it easier for me. So let's hear about what's in the update. Switching between the sampler and main screens is located in the upper left corner, which I find super useful. The More button in the top right opens the pop-up menu with your additional options. Again, I love this. Select buttons from a list of values. Open a pop-up menu. New option to randomize automation parameters, which I love. The sound engine's been optimized, the description's updated and improved, some minor bugs were fixed. Okay, right, I think we're ready. Let's head back to AUM. Woo, 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 whoa, I'm not trying to go to the studio. I don't know why it keeps doing that to me. Back to AUM. Oh, is there there's going to be, oh, right. So Marionetto World has been working on, in these morning for me, live streams, making live music, working with the version that's going to come out in iOS. I'm assuming, if that's correct. I'm not always wide awake at that time. Yes, I think Heathen Granny, I think you're going to be, since you're hanging out with us now, you're going to become a musician. It's inevitable. You're going to become a good musician if you hang out long enough. Hey, Epiphonium, welcome. Right on. Let's grab, first, we're going to do this 2 different ways. I'm going to add SpaceFields as an instrument, and I'm going to add it as an effect. I'm probably going to just give us like a little kind of rhythmy vibe. First, all right, I'm going to turn turn the dry wet mix all the way down. That way all we'll get is dry. And in here, this one, we're going to use the sampler. So if you can see right here at the upper left-hand corner, and I'm going to need my glasses now. Where are they? Behind the curtain. Perfect. Logic Pro just dropped on Mac. Stop the presses! Nice. Anyway. All right, let's all of you put on your glasses. So I've got samples loaded, but let's replace one of the samples with something that, so I can show you how I add a sample. Right. So you click the More button and write Sample Import, and you select the cell. Let's change over this thing that's in the beginning. Now I'm going to go to Samples. Let's find something short. Trumpet from Mars. I like these. And they're all, if I import a C, let's go Death Ray Trumpet C3. There we go. Now here, if you're in the sampler one, you go back to main and see how this in out. If you go back to the sampler, that's over here. The threshold and length, that's right here, the loop length. The crossover and transition is right here. The, I think, attenuation and output is over here. So I'm going to just pull up my transition length. That means that when it goes in between the 2 loops, it's going to take longer. And then the crossfade, I'm going to pull that up. And just for fun, let's pull this down to dry, and we'll just listen to what this is. I should hear a Death Ray trumpet. Well, it sees something. Now as I pull the wet, here it comes. That's just 50. That's half and half. Oh, it just dropped on iOS. Ooh, should we do this live? I think I'm going to do this live as soon as we get done with this set. All right, next. Let's import another sample. Let's tap one of these empty cells because we still got one. So you see, we can absolutely come out in over. So let's look to recents. I think I've brought some stuff. Oh, here we go. See this Leela? This is all stuff from Relic Waves, Relic Flow. Oh, you're going to switch her. Sorry, Scalar EQ. Oh, well. So these are Relics Waves stuff. I'm going to pick one. Let's pick one of the larger ones here. Super random. There we go. So I'm going to tap that one. And now watch how this is going to fill up your sample length. See, here it comes sliding in. It's being fed. You can mess with these things yourself. So this one here is something that says relax. Now you can kind of hear the relax. This is wild, huh? Now let's add a scalar EQ. Find out what we've got going on in here. Going back to the main screen, you can see what we're in is called another space. So you can when you mess around with, see how there's little moving parts? This is your automation. Now each time you want to check your automation, you tap the playhead. So we've got the input output, we've got the loop parameters, and then we have our playhead. So the playhead's automation, like we could pull up. And when you tap to get to the inner ring, you just tap it and you see that it's blue, so you'll know it's working. And turn that depth up. The randomization, whoops, tap. Turn it down. So, but one of the easy ways to do this too is pick the 2 bits. So we'll pick pitch and pulse. Pulse is a weird thing about how to make the thing sound longer. See, now watch right here where my lines are. Your pitch and pulse is moving. Wicked. So we'll play with the ones over here. Let's use feedback and pitch. This is just crazy, right? Let's make our depth higher. See, now we've got little randomized things flying through here. So we've got actually our own preset now. Let's change this just for fun, right? P frequency. L feedback. You can change your reverb. You can change it from direct to reverse. I just changed it to reverse. Now, wasn't that wild, right? All right, so that shows you what we've done with the sampler. So we'll turn this off and we'll check our scalar. Let's double tap your open thing. The dogs of hell barking in the distance. All right, let's detect key. This is how easy this is. See? Detect key. Sit. Chew some gum. Take a sip of coffee. This is so much better than exporting it. All right, click to stop. It says we're in A minor, C major. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do is come into the presets, click sound design, 1357 dynamic resonator. Now it's just picking up the scale notes of A minor. Hey, Eileen Leany Perez. This is just a 1357 resonator. You can hear like That's just 1 and 5. And if you know what I mean by 1, 5, 7, I'm going to turn that down a little bit. 1, 5 high. 1, 5 low. 1, 5 mid. Ooh, that's nice. Fake pad. Low, mid, high resonator. Mid-high resonator, plucky synth rhythm. I mean, sound design boost. Sound design dynamic heavy boost. Sound design dynamic boost. Can you hear the subtle differences? You could always use a character, Hathan Granny. You could do V-tubing. Or you could just start making videos where you're not streaming. Sound design wide color. See, all this sounds really amazing, but my favorite one's been the 1357 dynamic resonator. So, as you can see, let's lock in scale. There's the scale lock mode. Then there's flip harmonics in scale. So see what's happening here? Notice how they... Thanks. If you can hear all this, we'll even go back and that'll work. So we don't even have... This is just this, right? Whoops. Wrong app. Here we go. So noticing this 2 is here at it's got a scale in it, and I just drag it down because I don't want it to be quite so high. But if you notice how it looks like a comb, that's because it's enhancing the frequencies that are in the scale and detracting the frequencies that are out of the scale. See, I like this. This is a little more low key. All right. So maybe we'll touch a little, let's see, what do we need here? I know. Let's put in a guitar, provided we can find the, yes, here it is. Doesn't it sound like we're in like a weird cave headed? We're in the original handbasket that takes one to hell. All right, I'm going to hit a note, probably a C, or maybe an A. Let's try a C. Yeah, that's my Gretsch, Biggs. R.I.P. your Gretsch. I've been upset about that all weekend. Okay, let's hardware input mini fuse 2.2. All right, let's solo this. Wow. All right, it seems as though we've been rescued. So, opening this up, double tap it, make it huge. And let's see, G, B, so B, C. C is right here. Let's hit a C. Oop. First, we might have to turn the stuff on. All right, here we go. C. Now see, it's all wet, so you can't hear it. You heard it when I was playing it. So now we'll come back. We'll bring that. There it comes. That's all I had to do. One note. Jade actually did an entire album playing one note at a time into SpaceFields. But that just sounds so pretty, right? Where's it going? Astral Meadows. Let's change. It should come up. Why did it go away? It's supposed to go on forever. Maybe it's because I didn't. Let's double check. Let's add another one. Let's do this again. This is the process of music, my friends. Add, subtract, divide, conquer. That's 2 identical loops. Now it's not Hell's Voices anymore. All right, let's add a scalar EQ here. And we're going to force this into the scale we wanted. Because the other one is A minor, C major. That's what we're going to make it. We're going to force it. See, it's forced. I'll just bring these back down. Pretty. All right, now let's bring this back down. Let's unsolo this and bring the hellish voices back up. Nice. And then we add some MIDI. Now we're going to add Harmony Bloom. Here we go, Harmony Bloom. And then we need something to run Harmony Bloom. And I'm going to choose Spelldosa. We're going to add Pretty to Scary. Is it too quiet? Oh, thank you, because it was too quiet. I see. I still have room to turn it up though. Let me know if it gets too loud though. I'm gonna make these vintage. We'll connect them to Harmony Bloom. Now we open up Harmony Bloom and here we go. We've got to set our scale. Let's set it to C major for fun. And I'm going to use Mario notes for my note collection. And I think it's this bottom right hand that sets it to the DAW. Now let's press play. So that's not very exciting. So what you do is then start playing around with the randomization. So I'm just going to click random because I showed you how to do this before. This was last week. Even offset. Number of notes. 67, that might be too many. Whee. Like 33, 33 notes. Note duration, longer, yeah, that's nicer. That's too fast. I like the loop length, 16, that's nice. Change our probability, not to 42, more like 80. So now I'll just add something like beautiful, like Stellar Vox to this. So this is like giving us notes. I'm just going to hit random here. Oh, nice. All right, underneath here, we're going to add another MIDI processor. We're going to add ShiftBud. ShiftBud gives you just random stuff, generative stuff in a key. And here we're going to add a Nerd Synth. And we're going to use one of Jade's new presets because I love her stuff because it's creepy and fun. It's an easy start. I'm going to try Brainworms. So first we got to set up ShiftBud. Now our scale C major, we're already there. Minimum octave 2, maximum 4. I'm going to variety the velocity by about 16%. I'm going to variety the gate by about 22%. And so as you can see how right here it's going C3, C4, G3, A2, because our rate is set to 1/8. I'm going to set it to 1 because we got these crazy pads, right? So now every there we go. So let's solo that. And then we're going to add it. ShiftBud. This is beautiful, yeah? And we'll just add it back in. Probably use some drums or something, like it's like a lo-fi beat maybe. But the next thing I'm going to do here is create an audio bus, a mix bus, and then I'm going to mix everything into it. So click mix bus, mix to bus A. So Nerd Synth is in bus A. Spelldosa is in bus A. Our mix this to bus A, our 2 SpaceFields. Now we've got everything mixed there. Now I pull in scalar EQ again. This is cool and trippy, yeah? Now, of course, we do the same thing here. It's right, we're in the right key. We've got in our default process, and let's call this a master. We'll just throw in some of this, like bring out the music. Deeper house dynamics, dynamic processor, EDM focus, limit dynamic harmonic master, limit dynamic limiter, just so many. Oops. Master light sweeten, master dynamic musicality. This is the one I choose. But once again, see how much that a vocal loop. You love those vocal loops, don't you? I'll probably start singing here. Let's see. Let's get a beat. I'm going to use... Let's use play beat 3. Let's find a lo-fi or something in here. Cinematic electronic might also work. I don't love that. You could do it with drums too. What's that? See what happens if the drums get scalered. I usually keep my drums and my melodics on a separate bus. Whoop. Let's see, drums. Big musical acoustic kit. Drum machine sweeten. Dry those drums. Strong kick tuning. Drum magic. Just leave the drum magic in. Now let's see. Ooh. Ooh, I've got an idea. I'm gonna mangle something. All right, so it sounds great. What would I want? What would I want here? I mean, I could. You're right, I absolutely could add like a vocal loop, like something. Let's add the file player and see what we've got, just for fun. Samples. Probably somewhere here in Ghost Hack. Ad libs. Oh, you know what? They have Elven. They have Elven vocals, I think. Elven phrases.
Imvo na patat tree, ifuin with key, a guide
Oh, you know, this would be amazing to get. Let's get the elves going through some SpaceFields here. I think if I do this, yeah, if I take off play enable, let's set this up. Let's add it, make a completely different boson visualizer. I'm going to use the boson visualizer because we always joke our dog's name is Rose. I call her Rosie Bosie. So she's the boson. All right, let's play it. Sorry about that. There we go. There's our elves. Let's push this into mix bus A to make sure it gets. Now it's got even more like little Sounds cool. So this is like, I've made this in, let's see, how long, when did I start this? Oh, 40 minutes ago. This is, plus I showed you something else in the meantime. So this is like this beautiful evolving thing. We could, although, add another audio. This is something I like to do. Let's use some more Harmony Bloom. Let's look for show keyboard. All right, here's my AUBE. Let's find synth. Ooh, we're at DSP 67, so let's not use anything too huge. How about an overdrive synth? Dream Hunt. So I'm going to add, so here's how we're going to do this different. I'm going to use oh, I've got it. This is we'll split this. The way you do that is you click the settings, and we're gonna add a couple trigger bars first because we're gonna need to do that. Oops, let's get out of this. All right, so trigger bars are these little bits on the outside. So this is 1. We're gonna add a 3, a 5, and a 7. So then we're going to come in and we're going to change 1 and 3 to channel 1 and 3 will be on channel 1, 5 and 7 will be on channel 2. So then we're going to come back and take this little harmony bloom guy and scroll down, setting it to the channel filter to none. Now we're gonna, 2 of those trigger bars will be coming here, and then on this, first we're gonna choose our channel filter. It's only gonna be 2, and so 2 of them will be coming here. We're gonna change that pad. Pretty. Actually, I'm going to take this and move it down. I'm going to transpose it down. You can also do that in Harmony Bloom. See how that's that quiet bit? Not too complicated, not too simple. Hey, Kubrick lover! Woo! All right. This is great. We've got a soundscape. I could listen to this all day and night, of course. Could add a little something on here. Is that an effect? Just something simple. Let's add some reels. Give it kind of just a little tape delay sound. Ooh, nice, out on a date. Yeah, A minor, C major, which is a great key for being out on a date. I'm gonna save this baby. Whoops, I saved it, I called it untitled. That's dumb. Let's change that. We're gonna have to erase the session. And I haven't even randomized the drum beat. We've got the same drum beat. I usually randomize the drum beat so that the music kind of evolves. Let's call this Harmonivolve. Harmonivolving. Yeah. Okay, you guys, now let's see what happens. I've got all these things on, so I'm just gonna press stop and we're gonna have, it should just kind of these are the elves. ha 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 ha. You're not a boomer, you weirdo. Sweet. That sounds amazing, doesn't it? I'm in some kind of trance, you guys. Wake me up. Somebody scare me. What, are there sunspots? Could any of you guys see the auroras, by the way? Let me end this. Maybe just clear it all. So, I'm just going to put the same state back on. I'm going to restart my... So, here's a different way. Because I want to take this and make some of this and use it to put in a Logic thing, right? Or Cubase 3 or whatever, right? So I'm going to start with, I'm going to record this one. So just tapping record. We'll tap record on this one. We're just going to record. Actually, I know. Well, no, I want to record the separate tracks because I'd like to be able to play with them. And these elven phrases, that works out. Yeah, right. We'll just record everything. So we'll have a bunch of counterclock. Oh, ha! 12 o'clock is trigger bar 3. Yes. I mess that up every time, Biggs. And here I am doing a show. What am I doing this for? No. Just kidding. Anyway, it's going to be weird because the beginnings are going to be screwed up that we're going to... Now we're going to make a SpaceFields here. We're going to use the sampler. Going to be like... Relax. Thank you, dear. I didn't even change anything like the length. You could change the loop length. You can change all kinds of things, but this is not a tutorial on this app, so it's more of a look over. Now let's add this next drone we're going to add. We're going to play the note C. See that green light? Right on. Now we just kind of let it play for a little bit. Because, songs aren't 1 minute and 35 seconds long. Songs like this are usually more like 5 minutes long. We'll see. Probably gonna have to fade some of them out. That way I'll have a drone that's coming the whole time. I'll have a drone that starts in like 8 or 10 or 15 bars in. I have one that starts in much later. I don't like to mess with the randomization too much because it makes it sound funny. Let's see. But we can come in here. Let's mess around with it. Let's take this pulse and turn it up. Turning up the pulse makes makes the stuff longer. Makes it more drawn out and crazy sounding. Let's pull that up. They're all pulled up. Yeah, there we go. Perpetual platypusy! The perpetual perp. Okay, we're at 306 here. I'm just jamming. Those elves are crazy. Yeah, just wait till you see some of the crazy stuff I start doing after this, right? By the way, I ordered some cables. So that means I'll be able to have a second mic that comes in so that I can do live, like, recording of vocals. We're almost there, guys. All right, let's take these elves out. Take out this. We're gonna bring down Speldosa. We're gonna bring down this first one. All right. 4. Stop. 80 bars. Nice. Nice. We'll see what we've got. I love that. It just popped up. Right on. So we open up. And hopefully we've done our settings properly. Oh no, my sample rate is reset to 44.1 kilohertz. Okay, well, we're going to find out something about this then. Well, we're going to have to convert the files when we go in, because I always work in 48K in Logic. So let's kind of listen to a couple of these files. Recordings from Harmon Evolving. Actually, you know where is a better place to look? A better place to look will be Audio Share. So as you can see in Audio Share, AUM Recordings is here on top. So here are these things. And now you can actually, we can look at the waveforms. So here's this. That's just cool. It's something about I vow. Right? And then it just starts doing crazy stuff. And then it ends before the end of the song, right? So then we've got this next, our SpaceFields. This one doesn't start until, like, it comes in. We've got all this empty stuff all ready to go here. And this could be the one we use. See? Wild. Then we've got this one. See, this one doesn't have a lot in it. It's got the guitar sound here. So this one's cool, and it comes all the way to the end. So as you can see, we're already getting like, and then play beat 3 is just this straight up boom beat, which is fine. Then speldosa, all this prettiness, it goes on. This is our harmony bloom right here. These brain worms are freaking awesome. Yeah, this is just Jade Starr's preset. All right, that sounds amazing. Overdrive synth. This is tiny here. See, it sounds pretty, right? Okay, so we've got all this. So what? We're at 60 beats per minute. We're at C major. Let's just well, I'm going to double check I'm going to make sure this is all saved. Harmon evolving. And then we'll close this. Boom, say goodbye. And we're opening up a Logic. Again. Saved. Let's open up auto saved. Weeps. Aphex Twin Construction Kit. Yeah, right? This is something I'm working on. Secret. Shh. Okay, create project. Project 13. Well, that's actually a great name for it. I think I'm just going to call this Project 13. Why shouldn't I? All right. Now, the thing that's very important here for me to do is we add the little, right here. I did not update Logic because, I don't know. Let's see. Do I have time? I probably don't have time. I want to show you what I actually do here. So, guess we'll work on this later. Jade's going to do it. Right on. So, in order to get files in here, what I do is I add another window, and I'm going to choose Files. We're already at Audio Share. Let's go to AUM Recordings, Harmon Evolving. And the thing is, first we need to come in here and set our tempo and our key. Our tempo is 60. And our key, whoops, where's the key? The thing didn't get large enough. Anyway, we'll work that out in a minute. Just going to drag these things in. And what's going to happen is it's going to tell us. Now, I just tap my finger on that one. And then it's going to say change project sample rate to 44. I don't. I want to convert all the files. And I should have checked my settings. So one is SpaceFields. 2 mini fuse. So all I do is just drag them. Drag them in. Drag, drag, drag. Everything. Make sure it's all pushed way up against the beginning. Just dragging them in one at a time. 3 is MIDI, so 4. Speldosa. Come on, get in here. Oh, well, I'm going to just drop it in there. Convert file. Converting. Have a great day, Mario Nieto world. The world of Mario Nieto. You're awesome. I thank you for being here. Especially when your app is only a co-star. But gosh, it's an amazing co-star. Boy, did it chew the scenery. I don't know why this is happening, but it doesn't matter. Convert file. Nerd Synth. We got 5. Now we need 6. There is no 6. Oh, right. That's the bus. 7. Oh, this time I got it. Convert the file. Now, 8. That's that Elven stuff in here. Elven. Convert file. And then I usually start doing some weird stuff in here. But I am not here yet. So 9, now we're done. This is the last one. Convert the file. Convert. I don't know what the granny thing is there, Biggs. Let's see. Let's change this. Let's bring the end of our song in to 81. Right. And then I'm going to enter full screen, and that will get rid of what we were doing, and that will allow me to fix my key signature, which is C major. Whoops, major. Right? It doesn't change anything. Nothing happens. So let's see. The trickling sound. Yeah, obviously I need to... If you can hear my cat's water fountain, it's possible. Alright, see, that sounds amazing. But there's one little trick we haven't done yet. Let's take one of these SpaceFields. Let's go back to Files. Make them large. Actually, let's not go back to Files. Let's go back to Audio Share. And we'll take this big SpaceFields instrument right here. And we're going to click the share sheet. And then we're going to click Chord AI. That's a whole different project. And hopefully Chord AI should recognize that it's in C. Well, it thinks it's in A minor, but that's okay. So what it has done is it's mapped out what kind of chords we've got. So then I click this Midify, and it says audio to MIDI computation. So here's a bunch of MIDI notes. And I'm going to use these MIDI notes by taking them, by coming up to the 3. What have I done to myself? All right, here we go. Come to the 3 dots menu. And export as MIDI file. Now let's go Project 13. I swear I'm going to call it that. Project 13. SpaceFields 1. So we put that in Audio Share. Now see? We've got a whole bunch of little MIDI here. So when I want to drag that, we're going to have to come back to Logic Pro. And I'm going to have to add another window again. And we're going to bring back the files. And this time, we come back to just to Audio Share and Project SpaceFields. Woo! And we've got, no, we don't import the tempo because we've already got a tempo. Now look, I've got all these MIDIs, but look, it's longer because that's just something that it's the part of the weirdness of this app. So I just brought this in. So obviously it'll be like, see, that doesn't sound so great. So you're like, how is that helping? That's not really helping. But you can see this is how it's going to help. is that you click in here. For one thing, we're going to add a MIDI effect, and that's going to be, it's going to be a gate called MIDI gates probability. So what I've done here is I'm going to make there be only a 27% chance of each note being played. And then I might actually choose, I'm going to choose like a latch. We'll see how that works. It'll make it legato. MIDI latch. So I'm going to unlatch after retrigger. So now let's listen to this again and see what it sounds like. So when you have notes close together, they'll be dragged in. See, that's way nicer. And then we want to change our instrument. Let's just use a let's enter full screen again. We can always do this later. So you come down into the file, this little file folder thing, and let's look for instrument patches. And let's look electronic music, maybe soundscape, because this is very soundscapey. Soundscapes, there we go. Let's try ancient singing bowl. Well, let's just add. So you drag it. See how it says plus? Bop. There we go. No, I don't love that. So let's drag the next one in, anti-gravity. Wow, that's kind of nice. Let's unsolo that. Yeah, that's nice. So we'll close that. And here's where I do some wild stuff here. In the audio effects, I add Magic Fusion. So you ensure you route audio to the sound sidechain input. Let's choose one of these. What would we like to make this sound like? Let's modify it by a speldosa, maybe. Now we'll solo it. Let's change these around. This is a SpaceFields. This adds it to the... It's being modified by what's in the other. Let's modify it by Nerd Synth. Wow, that's the coolest. That's probably... I might leave that. Now this kind of gives it a play beady thing. Kind of makes the drum beat weird and thick. Let's go back to what we just had. If you can hear that. Yeah, see, that's got a much deeper, weirder, thicker sound. Let's see. Let's go back to... Oh, wow, that gives it this elven... Yeah, that's the one. Now let's change the setting. Sort of sounds like you're in a washing machine. Nice. fighting bat. Yeah, it's wild, huh? I guess that's not what we want. Wow, this one's cool. There we go. Yeah, that sort of increases the inner washing machine-ness of it all. Right, so now we've actually got a song. Now let's see what, as we get towards the end, obviously we're gonna have to that's just like it just drops off. Obviously, I'm probably going to want to change that, but so far, see, this is good. So we've got this cool, and sometimes I just take and copy these down, but we've already got plenty of, this is already a nice big full sounding thing. I mean, we could always just come in and I could, let's add a, so we're in C or A, right? So I could just add a audio and then change the input to the second mini fuse 2. Right? And then we could, oh yeah, just play. Might want to make, let's use something like, what is I'm gonna look for, what is that app? Oh, Medusa. Here we go. And then I'm gonna use just some Alteza. Right? Now I'm gonna just play a little. Oops. Did I turn that up? Let's see. I don't know, that doesn't actually sound like I can hear it in here. Oh, mini fuse 22. Oh, input monitoring. There we go. Now let's go back. Whammy bar. Nice. The Zen Temple. All right, see you later, Suntex cow. Go do that. Go do the adult cow thing. Anyway, so that's how you can just keep building and building, just playing your guitar and adding reverb and adding stuff, adding vocals, adding everything. You know, later on I'm going to take and play this down and make it. So Project 13 is far into the thing. All right, we haven't got much time left. You can do the exact same thing basically in Cubasis 3, which I'll bring that up. A new project, Project 13, because we might add something fun over here and actually use it later. So in here, in order to add stuff, oops, you use media and your media bay, audio, and then import audio share, AUM recordings, Harmon evolving. We're just gonna add this, and then import into app. Click. And then all you need to do is, okay, it was imported into the media bay. Now you go to My Audio Files. And I click to sort by date. And we should have 5/13/24. This is probably it. Whoops. We add that right there. Yes, let's convert that. All right, see, there we have it. We can play it. Oops. I've probably done something. Probably something about the routing is wrong in here because I can't hear it. General audio. Here we go. Bluetooth AirPlay measurement mode, latency, user interface, general, project. I don't know. Why don't I not hear it? Probably because it's not set to the end. Nope. Huh. Can't hear it. Moving on. The Empire Strikes Back. Exactly. My empire. You know, the problem is when I was going out. Measurement mode. That's not what we want. Input gain. Let's see what would happen if, let's check our routing. Stereo outputs. Anyway, well, I'm going to get out of here then because I don't want to play around and be dumb. Lady Luke, it's a trap. So I'm going to show you for the very last thing. I'm going to show you one other way to convert your audio into some MIDI. We'll make it fun. You could add stuff using Chordify. You have to have the premium version, but that's cool. I go to search and then import. Oh, first thing we need to do is go back into audio share, and I'm going to take this exact same one, right? Although I could use this other one, but I'm just going to choose this first one again, just for the hell of it, right? And then because it's so huge, we have to use this tool to convert it. And we're going to convert it to regular M4A. So that'll be popped in there. Now that's tiny. So we come back over to Chordify and we import from another app. and we go audio share. And are we in? Oh, yep, here we go. AUM recordings, Harmon evolving. This converted. It's uploading. See you later, perpetrator of platypussy. And then right after this, we're going to head on over to Jade's house, where we're going to see the exciting new stuff in Logic. Oy. Yeah, I never set up Cubasis 3 to work with my two inputs. So then this obviously is nothing we're going to want to listen to. So I just export this to MIDI. Time aligned MIDI. Share MIDI file. We put this back in audio share. So this just puts a few. So only gave us a few little chords. But that's okay. So I'm going to open Logic up real quick, and we're just going to drag in that one. We're going to come back to Project 13, which is already 638 megs. Nothing tiny, nothing big about that. All right, we'll add another window. As always, we'll add our files. And then we'll come back, and here it is. It says it's 86 beats per minute, but I'm just going to ignore that. Nope, we won't import the tempo information. So it's given us two cool things. So I'm going to stretch them. This is what I did with the other ones too, as I stretched them out. Boom. And then if it'll be like a... Thanks, Biggs. So here they are, and as you know, I'm just going to do the same thing again when I'm done, and I'm going to take these chords, and I'm going to add pads for them, maybe with Overdrive Synth, maybe with Nerd Synth, and some more of those cool presets from Jade. But anyway, this is a very evolved project. We have a beautiful Project 13. Our soundscape we made together, you and me. It's been awesome. So if somebody's got Jade's link, I'm going to go ahead and give you Jade's link. We'll meet over there. I'm going to find my outro music. Yes, we'll be over. Yes, the PS2 emulator, there isn't one. All right, I'm going to say goodbye to you with my face, because I always do. Hi, everyone. Wasn't this fun? It really was. I had the best time with you guys. I hope that we all come back with your own music, the things that you've done. I wish you all the joy and all the peace, all the happiness. And if not that, then at least that you get through this day without hurting someone. All right, you guys. See you tomorrow. Not sure what I'm going to do yet, but it will be up on the YouTubes by this afternoon. See ya. Uh-oh. What has happened? Oh, no. My sound. My sound. Ooh. Well, that's embarrassing. It's probably got it's probably too many things. Here we go. Well, then I'm just going to leave you with quiet, or I'll sing you out. I'm so glad we had this time together. See ya. See ya, my friends. It's been great. Big love. All the peace you can carry.